お嬢様。
Hello my lords and ladies, Joe here. 6.2 has been out for a few weeks, and while many people have become island hermits or off progging raids to get their fancy fire armor and weapons, lower level players may feel left out. But fear not, my friends, there are some things that 6.2 offers that can be experienced by the experienced challenged. So if you haven't gotten to the end game, or if you have and you just want to try out everything that 6.2 has to offer, let me break it down for you. First, we gotta start out by unlocking the ability to visit friends' island sanctuaries. So even if you can't own your own private island yet, that doesn't mean you are completely shunned out of the island experience. By going to Baldin and Morbi dry docks in Lower La Nocia, you can unlock the ability to travel to your friend's island sanctuary. I personally haven't gotten the chance to try this out, as I am a trial player and thus have no friends. But at least it's a little fun option you can do. And who knows, maybe you'll be inspired by one of your friends for your own island, assuming you'll get one eventually. Next, dungeons. We saw some duty support and revamps for a bunch. Your duty support companions will now speak with you throughout the dungeons in A Realm Reborn. I've run a few of these duties, and to be honest, the little dialogues that the NPCs give are quite quaint. But I'm not really sure I would recommend running these dungeons just to see what they say. But I dare say, for a first-time player, it may make for a more endearing experience. Especially considering that these will be the same NPCs that will help you for every A Realm Reborn dungeon. I could see new players getting a little attached to them. A shame that they are nowhere to be seen outside of the duty support. I kind of wish they put named NPCs for this reason, like Hoary Boulder, Coltonet, or Aliane. Some dungeons have more lines than others, ranging from veiled tips about the boss to commentary on the surroundings. I haven't run them all, so if you found a duty support that you think really adds to the dungeon experience, let me know in the comments below. Furthermore, Snowcloak and Keeper of the Lake have been revamped. The Yeti in Snowcloak no longer has the Spriggan Snowball mechanic, and the Icicle mechanic for Fenrir has changed. Keeper of the Lake has been made much easier. The confusing part of the first boss has been streamlined, the most dangerous mechanic in the second boss has been significantly nerfed, and the final boss is not nearly as hectic. I'm kind of going to miss the threat of wiping to the bosses that the old Keeper of the Lake presented, but I guess it's for the best. But duty support really kicks it up a notch in Heavensward. All, the Avery, and the Vault all have at least one named NPC accompanying you. If you are a new player, I highly recommend using the duty support for your first time in these dungeons. There are new cutscenes, great banter between the characters. My favorite one by far was Solm Al. I always like the dynamic between Ysael and Estidian, and it doesn't disappoint. And you get to see how Ysael reacts during the ascent of the mountain. And as I said, there's even a new final boss cutscene. So new and old players alike should give this dungeon a go with duty support. Speaking of new cutscenes, the Vault has an updated ending cutscene, which answers a common complaint that certain green DPS have. I won't spoil it, but if you're an old player and you want to see this, go to an inn, and in your unending journey, you can find the new scene at level 57, A Knight's Calling cutscene number 1. Now we are going to get into the real meat of the new items that are accessible to lower level players. Orchestrion Rolls. First, go to any of the housing areas, go to the NPC that sells Orchestrion Rolls, and you'll notice two new rolls. Born to Ride, which is the Chocobo Porter theme, and Silence, which is exactly what the title implies. Both are available for 5,000 gil each. Each of the Grand Companies have two new Orchestrion rolls available for 40,000 company seals apiece. The twin adder have the Into the Adder's Den, and Dewdrops and Moonbeams. The Maelstrom has the Maelstrom Command, and Ripple of the Sea, and the Immortal Flames have the Hall of Flames, and the Sand's Secrets. The Firmament got a new role as well, Unworthy, which I guess is to commemorate the updated solo duty Steps of Faith, which you can buy for 1,200 Skybuilder scripts. For all you Triple Triad fans, you can now purchase Shuffle or Boogie from the prize claim for 50,000 MGP. Some of the dungeons drop new roles as well. The 1,000 Maws of Total Rock now has a chance to drop its theme, 1,000 Screams. Brave Flock's Long Stop has its theme, Lip Flaps on Long Stops. And if parting with Orchestrion in the vault wasn't a big enough pull for you to revisit the vault, it now drops 2 new Orchestrion Rolls. Toll of the Bells, which is a very nice ambient track, and Stigma, which is a muffled version of Hollowed Halls, which I really like. For those of you lucky enough to have a house, here's where you can buy some items. Go to the housing merchant to buy the outdoor items Shoveled Snow for 4,000 gil, Far Eastern Well for 7,500 gil, and the Far Eastern Lamppost for 3,500 gil. For indoor items, you can now buy the Kugane Phasmascape for 10,000 gil, the Costa de la Sol Phasmascape for 10,000 gil, and the Simple Basket for 1,200 gil. For wall mounts, you can buy Heidelin As We Know Her for 1,000 gil, and the wall-mounted wings for 2,000 gil. There's another indoor housing item you can get by visiting Kasumi at the Golden Saucer to buy the Mummer's Shelf for 8,800 gil. And finally, for the not quite low-level nor endgame, level 80 crafters can now make the Fey Crown weapons. So you may want to run the Dancing Purge Extreme to pick up Dancing Wings to use or sell. So there you have it, 6.2 content that is available for lower level players. Are you a new player looking forward to doing any of this? Or are you a veteran that is thinking about going back and trying some of the new revamped content? Let me know in the comments. Both lower and higher level players can all like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the world of tomorrow.